am doing your reading directly after this. He is so getting a reading as soon as we finish.
So.
Hey, hi Joe. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Jay is here to interview me for an article he's doing in a magazine that he's going to be publishing in a few weeks' time. And he's asked if he can ask me 10 questions. So, yeah, Jay, 10 questions.
Cool. Okay, let's get into it. How did you come to be a tarot reader?
How did I come to be a tarot reader? I've always been interested in spiritual things. I've always been interested in the esoteric, the secretive, the darker side, I would say, of life. Not that tarot is a dark side of anything, but yeah, there is that kind of mystique. And I've always been that kind of person. When I was younger, I was Gothic, so there was always tarot cards around in the sort of with my friends and even with my family. My one grandmother was very psychic. So I think just throughout my life, I've been very exposed to that sort of thing, just very interested in it.
So how many decks do you have in your collection?
Oh, my word. Are we talking just tarot decks, or are we talking like tarot and oracle and Lenormand and everything?
Sure, that's a lot. Okay, let's do all decks.
Okay, all decks, I would probably say, and this is a very conservative estimate, probably about 100, let's say 100 decks.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
That's impressive.
That's like everything together, yeah.
Where do you get your decks from? Where do you buy them from?
Look, we're in South Africa, so there are no really, really cool metaphysical stores in this country because it's not a huge, big thing in South Africa. And especially living in Durban, please go and Google it. It's a fantastic city. You'll love it. Durban is, because it's a coastal town, kind of like Miami in America, we don't really have a huge amount of metaphysical stuff going on. But there are a couple of stores that you can go and buy stuff in. But it's usually the sort of mass-produced tarot decks. So what I like to do is I like to go online, buy, I would say 98% of all my tarot decks I buy online, either on Amazon, which costs me a flippin' arm and a leg because of the postage, but we also have Take-A-Lot and Loot they're like the South African version of Amazon. So we have those, and you can get a lot of really cool stuff there. So I just buy online.
What's your favorite deck and why?
Sure, I have got a lot of favorite decks and I have got a lot of decks. So it's a really difficult question, but at the moment, you see, the other thing is it always changes. So like I might say to you, okay, it's the Karma deck at the moment, but in 3 months' time, talk to me again, it'll be something completely different. But right now I'm doing quite a lot of work with the Necronomicon deck. It's a very dark, it's what we call a dark deck. So the answers you get from it are very intrapersonal, and if I'm doing a reading for somebody else, it's very blunt and very sharp and very to the point. So that's the deck that I'm working with at the moment, and it's kind of my favorite deck. It's the Necronomicon deck. Yeah.
So I've been looking on YouTube and I saw that you recently started a YouTube channel.
I did.
Why so long to start the channel?
Well, because I'm elderly. I'm 50 years old, and
that's no excuse, though.
That's not really an excuse, but for someone my age, it's very daunting and very scary. There are a lot of older people on YouTube, but I've always just been like, oh my gosh, it's technology, and I find that with technology is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but I'm very techno challenged, and I've had to really I just wanted to sort of put my toe in the water, and somebody suggested, hey, look, do this YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, I have no idea how to do that. And then we were sitting at dinner one night, and a friend of mine said, look, I will actually help you with this. You've got to get out there. You've got to get, it's pointless just doing readings, and you've got your client base, but you're just doing, nobody knows who you are, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And I think that's my biggest aim with this channel is let's have fun. Tarot is such fun. It's cartomancy is such fun. Cartomancy, by the way, is the technical name for tarot and Lenormand, anything to do with cards.
I was just about to ask what cartomancy means.
And I keep talking to the camera. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be talking
to you.
That's okay. But yeah, that's basically what cartomancy is. It's kind of any divination system using cards. You can even use normal, common, garden variety playing cards. You know, like your bicycle playing cards.
Yeah.
You can even use those if you want to do readings.
And with regards to your readings, are all of them face to face, or are you in the have you kind of moved over to the virtual side of things?
Oh, I
or
see.
Do you prefer face to face?
You mean do
readings?
people actually come in and see me? You know, I like that. Personally, I prefer face-to-face reading because I get an energy from the person. I feed off your energy, and that's really nice because I think that any sort of card reading or any sort of divination is a give and take situation where your energy, I tap into your energy. Tarot readers are going digital.
Of course, technology is the future.
It is the future.
Yeah.
I have started doing that.
Okay.
And you know what? I was very skeptical at first. I thought this is never going to work. I'm a purist. I'm a traditionalist. And there is no way this is going to work for me. And you know what? It actually works fantastically. It is so good. It's so cool.
What's the weirdest question that someone's ever asked you during a reading?
That is a difficult one because as a tarot reader, you get some really, really strange questions. But I don't know about strangest question, but I did have, and I won't mention any names, I did have a lady who used to phone me, and she used to have readings like 3 times a week. And the more I said to her, you can't do this, the more she would phone me and she would badger me, and she used to ask me the same questions over and over again. And then one day I just got out my darkest deck that I could find, and it was the 13 Tarot. I'm not 100% sure who it is. Comment below if you know who the 13 Tarot is, please. And what I did was I just gave her this, it was a blast reading. I just basically blew her out of her stilettos. The woman was dumbfounded at how blunt and sharp and to the point this reading was. And I never ever heard from her again.
I wonder why.
So yeah, I don't think that was the weirdest question because I get all kinds of strange questions, but that was certainly the weirdest situation that I've been in.
So which card resonates with you from the tarot deck? I don't know much about tarot, but I know that there are a variety of cards. How many cards is there in the deck?
78 cards in a deck, but there are only 22 major arcana cards, which are like the main cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So which card resonates with you and why?
Do you want one card? Because I've got 2 cards.
One.
Okay, one. Then I have to choose between the 2. Can't I just tell you the 2?
No, just
I'm
one.
going to tell you the 2. I'm going to tell you. Okay, the first card that resonates, I'd say like number 1 with me, is the Tower. It's a card that denotes sudden cataclysmic change.
Hold on, one second. Let me just Google quickly.
You fact checking.
Okay, it exists. The Tower. Okay.
The Tower card. And the reason most people see this as a terrible card, it's actually not a fantastic card to get in the deck because it's quite a scary looking card. It's people falling out of a tower and lightning and thunder. But the reason I love it is because me personally as a person, I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly pushing myself. There is cataclysmic change in my life permanently. It's kind of a state of being. That's how I live my life. You know, I believe that the moment you stop and the moment you will stagnate, and that's something I refuse to do. I will not stagnate. So that's the first card, is the Tower card, which really resonates with me. And the other card is, strangely enough, the 10 of Swords, which is also a really, really, really dark card. In fact, many people say that's the worst card in the deck. It's the one of the little man lying with all the swords in his back.
Yeah.
And that also resonates with me because that card can mean, it actually does, it means the end. There's nothing more. Sorry, finish. Nothing's going to happen here. But it can also mean that something really bad has ended. All right? It depends on where that card comes up. And I found, especially when I do readings for myself, that card comes up a lot.
It's like a rebirth?
It's not really, that would be death. The death card is a rebirth card.
Yeah.
But the 10 of Swords is kind of like something has just ended. There's no going back. There's no way that you can.
So like the end of a road, basically.
It's completely a dead end.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a good card because it is a card that says to you, stop beating your head against a brick wall. It is finished. It is over. There's nothing more you can do.
And it's painful.
Of course it's painful.
Yeah.
So many of the tarot cards are painful. You have the Three of Swords. Most of the swords are painful because it's a really nasty sort of suit. But yeah, the Three of Swords is heartache, you know. But again, what happens after your heart is broken? You can rally yourself, and you can, and also you can learn from the mistakes, you know. So yes, Three of Swords, broken heart. Don't do the same mistake again. You know what they say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
So...
Oh no, wait, that was the other way around. I am doing your reading directly after this. He is so getting a reading as soon as we finish here.
So for me and for the other skeptics, what is your message that you have as a tarot reader to me and to the other skeptics?
Go and have a tarot reading.
Why?
Or an oracle reading if you're scared. So many people don't like tarot readings. They're very like, I'm scared of tarot readings. For my overseas friends, poop means, can we edit this later?
Yeah.
Poop means shit. Okay. So
you can say shit on YouTube.
Can you say shit on YouTube? Oh, okay, that's
YouTube,
fine.
so
I'm new to YouTube, so sorry. Yeah, a lot of people are scared of tarot readings, but there are other readings that you can have. Like you can have an oracle reading, you can have an angel card reading. There's so many different ways of going about this, and you know what? It's all energy, and it's all psychology, and it's all about archetypes that are in the cards, and we all resonate with archetypes. So it's not magic. There are many people out there who say, yes, it's magic. It's not magic. It's a state of being, okay? And what I do when I do a reading is I tap into your state of being. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make much sense, but that's kind of how I would describe it. For all skeptics out there, go and have a reading, and then come back to me and tell me that there's not any shred of anything in this.
Just to end off, I'm a pure journalist at heart, and
yes.
I'm always looking for a big scoop.
Yes.
Can you reveal your future plans? And can you reveal what your viewers, especially on your channel, have to look out for in the future?
What my viewers have to look out for.
Yeah.
My subscribers, that's the word apparently.
Interesting.
That apparently is the word, subscribers.
You're teaching me. Okay.
Well, I've got so many like really, really exciting plans. I have so many really amazing ideas. The channel is really new, really new. But I want to do, on a Tuesday, I've got this thing called 10 Talk Tuesdays, where I'm going to be spending 10 minutes. The video will not be more than 10 minutes. I'll be spending 10 minutes talking about issues that are close to my heart as far as tarot and oracle and spiritual stuff goes, but focused very much on cards. So that's what I'm going to be doing every Tuesday, 10 Talk Tuesday. That will air. Every Sunday, there's going to be a feature where I'm going to do a reading for the following week, but it's not going to be Monday, this is going to happen Tuesday, or pick a card for the week. It's going to be more about the energy of the week. So I'm going to be looking, it's going to be a 3-card thing, but I'm going to be looking at the energy that is coming into the week, the energy that is going to stay, the stagnant energy, and then the energy that is moving out of the week. So it's going to give you a basic snapshot, not of what is exactly going to happen in the week, but what the energies are going to be like, so you can filter yourself into that.
Last bonus question. Why Tubby Tarot? Why? Why the name Tubby Tarot? Why didn't you go with something airy-fairy?
I sometimes come across as airy-fairy, but I don't look airy-fairy. And a lot of people say that I've got resting bitch face. So I couldn't go with resting bitch face tarot. I don't think people would want to come and see me. I am pretty tubby, and I love being tubby. I believe that everybody should have a couple of curves. So yes, that is why I've called it Tubby Tarot. And you know what? I've been looking at a lot of things on YouTube, a lot of videos on YouTube, and there are so many sexy, chubby, tubby tarot readers out there. Awesome. I think it's so cool. You know, so many people out there I think can relate. So yeah, Tubby Tarot.
Matt, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to me.
Jay, thank you so much for coming in and talking to me. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.